whose heart is disturbed by the material conditions of happiness and distress. Whatever you have so kindly explained for attainment of peace of mind is certainly a very good instruction. But as far as I am concerned, I am covered by ignorance, and this kind of philosophy doesn't touch my heart. Again, I am reading that translation. Dhruva Maharaj said, "My dear Lord Naradji, for a person whose heart is disturbed by the material conditions of happiness and distress, whatever you have so kindly explained for attainment of peace of mind is certainly a very good instruction. But as far as I am concerned, I am covered by ignorance." Excuse me. "And this kind of philosophy doesn't touch my heart." What? There are various classes of men. One class is called akamis. Referring to those who have no material desires. Desire must exist, either material or spiritual. Material desire arises from one wants to satisfy one's personal senses. One who is ready to sacrifice anything to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be said to have a spiritual desire. Dhruva did not accept the instructions given by the great saint Narad because he thought himself unfit for such instruction, who is prohibited all material desires. It is not a fact. However, that those who have material desires are prohibited from worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the essential instruction from the life of Dhruva. So what is the special instruction? It is not a fact. However, that those who have material desires are prohibited from worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the essential instructions from the life of Dhruva. He frankly admitted that his heart was full of material desires. He was very much affected by the cruel words of his stepmother, whereas those who are spiritually advanced do not care about anyone's condemnation or adoration. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that persons who are actually advanced in a spiritual life do not care for the dual behavior of this material world. But Dhruva Maharaj frankly admitted that he was not beyond the affection of material distress and happiness. He was confident that the instruction given by Narad was believable, yet he could not accept it. The question raised here is whether or not a person afflicted by material desires is fit to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The answer is that everyone is fit to worship him, even if one has many material desires to fulfill. He should take to Krishna consciousness and worship the Supreme Lord Krishna, who is so merciful that he fulfills everyone's desires. Through this narration, it will become very clear that no one is barred from worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even if one has many material desires. ओम अज्ञानान्तिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यं मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवंश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakannita Mischa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavane Ishwari Vrishabhanu Shute Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhabhaya Evacha Patitanang Pavanebha Vaishnavabha Namo Namo Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Dhruva Uvacha Shayam Shama Bhagavata Shuka Dukha Hata Atmanam Darshita Kripaya Pungsham Dudarsha Ashmatakam Vidoi Tujam. Here, the Dhruva Maharaj uh, uh, he uh, he was a Kshatriya, so we know that. At that time, okay, when he came to the forest, at that time he was 5 years old. He extremely did a very hard tapasya for 6 months. Within 6 months, he achieved lot. That was his target. Whatever the Shuk and Dukkha, that means he felt that he took very seriously when Shuruchi told to his stepmother abstain to go to the left of his father, then he became very, very hard, which helps him to achieve the Lord. That sadness helps him seriously to achieve the Lord. And at that time, he has the desire, material desire. So we know that everybody everybody has all the living species. Everybody has the material desire. That material desire, actually Krishna created that material desire before Brahma created. So that material desire must be present. But our sadhana should be to overcome that material desire. So that means dharma, artha, kama, moksha. That means that we Adi Dobik, Adi Bhutik, Adyatik. So these all kinds of calamities should be there. So the strong perseverance, a strong determination will help the sadhaka to overcome it by the mercy of Lord and Guru. So here, that is that though he is a small child, he has taken the harsh words of his stepmother very seriously. Very seriously. He did not ignore that harsh word, but he was very seriously, he took that harsh word. Why? Because uh, there is two things. He loves his father very much, and he could not able to approach his father, number one. And number two is that um, he has his blood is an Kshatriya blood. So what are the characteristics of the Kshatriya? That is, the characteristics of the Kshatriya is Shujyam Tejodriti Daksham Juddhe Chapya Palayanam Danam Ishvara Bhavascha Katram Karma Svabhajam. What does it mean? That means that Shujya, Tej, Driti, then Dakkhatha, and in the war, not to come back, and another thing is the Danshilata. That means that to donate. Donation is the Danshilata, and the last one is the Shasana. Shasana means that it is there to administer. That is, these are the Kshatriya Shavav. So that in his blood, that kind of qualities, he has. So with that quality, he accepted his stepmother, the stepmother what, and he left for the forest for through his determination to achieve Lord. And he will ask the Lord that he was thinking that he will go to the forest and he will achieve Lord, and he will be the great king beyond his father's reign. So he will be the great king. So then he left home. Then, because everybody has the Paramatma. Paramatma is the Ishwar. So that Paramatma, that is the Ishwar knows that. Lord knows that his determination, his perseverance, everything Lord understood. Then Lord instructed to Narad Muni, you please go there, go to the forest and find out Dhruva Maharaj. So what he wants. Then Narad Muni, he is the Trikalagga. He knows which forest Dhruva Maharaj went there and to give the mercy. Then Narad Muni first we know that Narad Muni came and first he he was listen first. What is the problem? Then Narad Muni was giving me, hey, you are a 5 years old boy. why are you so determined to come in the forest? In the forest, there are a lot of animals and there are a lot of mm, um, things. It is not good for you. You cannot control them, and it will hurt to you. Then he neglected that Narad Muni's uh, talk. Then he was so determined that a Kshatriya qualities that helps him to determine take more and more. So he was uh, 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 then Narad Muni, he neglected the Narad Muni, rejected Narad Muni's talk. That means that what we find it out uh, in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also mentioned to Arjuna that karpunya dosha pahata svabhava prichami tang sang dharma sammudo cheta jasya sannis chintang bruhe tamne shishistaham sadimang tang prapannam. Here, what happened? Narad Muni then understand his determination. He first tested to go back to his palace, but that is, he did not accept it. He rejected it. Then Guru was testing the Shishya. So before uh, um, taking the uh, disciple, Guru used to test and the Shishya. So that is that test he passed. Then he was so determined, he did not go back. Then Narad Muni was giving him the uh, uh, he encouraged him and to do the perseverance, a strong perseverance in the forest. So he did 6 months, very strong perseverance, and he achieved the Lord. So what he did is basically in the first month, he ate only fruits and berries, whatever it is available in the forest. And second month, he ate once in 6 days, once in a week. He used to eat only dry grass and leaves. Then in the third month, he drank only water once in 9 days. Within only every after 9 days, he used to drink only little water. Then in the fourth month, he used to drink only air from the universe. That is in the every after 12 days. In 12 days, he used to take air within himself, and nothing he did not eat anything. Then in the fifth month, he stood in his one leg and without any motionless, and he was controlling the breathing. That is the pranayam. That strong pranayam he was doing, this Ashtanga Yoga. So we know everybody's. So then in the 6th month, Dhruva Maharaj became completely in trance upon Lord Vishnu. So when he was perseverance on Lord Vishnu, he was seeing within his heart. Then all on a sudden, one day, what happened? He could not see the Vishnu. Then what happened? By this time, all the devtas, they could not, all the universes, that there was no air. They cannot take the oxygen from the air. Then what happened? Everybody went to Lot. That, hey, I could not take the year. Please give us the year. And then Lot understand that. Then Lot told to all the debtors, you go in your all the places and do whatever you are doing. I will take care of that. Then Lot, he appeared in front of Dhruva Maharaj. So before that, Dhruva Maharaj he was so determined within himself to see all the times he was seeing Lord Vishnu. So all on a sudden, what he did not see the Vishnu. Then the Vishnu, when he opened his eyes, then he saw the Vishnu in front of him. So then he was fell down in the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. Then Lord Vishnu became very, very happy, and Lord Vishnu gave him the mercy by he is a four-handed forum. In one hand he has the corns, and he put the corns on his head, and Nathmuni became very, very, he was liberated. It means he is developed then. So this is the a strong perseverance and a strong determination is required for the sadhakas. So whatever Srila Prabhupada also mentioned that his Guru Maharaj Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So in one Bhagavatam lecture, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur mentioned that my all disciples will be the great, great saint. There. So we can see all the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's most of the Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's disciples became very, very, very saint. Actually, they are the gurus of our parampara system. They all are gurus in the parampara system, and very, very elevated person. As one example is our Srila Prabhupada is also. We can see that is how elevated Srila Prabhupada. So that is the one example. And Srila Prabhupada mentioned that in one life, in this life, if our sadhana is extremely serious, then we can go back to Vaikuntha. That Srila Prabhupada also mentioned, and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur also mentioned that all of my disciples will go back to Vaikuntha. That Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur also mentioned that. So, and one time one person, Srila Prabhupada disciple was asking, then can we go to Golokdam? How long does it take time? Then Srila Prabhupada mentioned that in 1 minute. Within a minute, we can go to Golokdam. But we must have to, how can we go? Then we must have to follow the rules and regulations what Srila Prabhupada was provided us. That we must have to be very strong. But in previous life of, we can see one example from the Bharat Maharaj. Bharat Maharaj first life as a human being. Then next, the second life he was a deer. And after deer, in third life, he was in Jaravarot. So that Jaravarot went back to Golokdam. That is the Vaikuntha. He went to the Vaikuntha. So that is 3 life required for the Bharat Maharaj. But here, Srila Prabhupada assures us we can go back to Bhagavantulok or Golokdam within 1 minute. That is how that is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was given that energy through the parampara system. That Srila Prabhupada given to us. Anarpita choring chirat koruna avatirna kalo. So that is anarpita. Those what is not given in previous yugas. In this yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Lord himself appears and he gave that anarpita, that things given to us. What is anarpita chirang? That means that that's the, what is this? That is the prema bhakti. Prema bhakti jaha hoite avidya vinasha jati. So that is that prema bhakti was provided by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu we had the Gauriya Sampradaya. So that means that our Srila Prabhupada also Gauriya. That Srila Prabhupada given to us that anarpita, that prema bhakti. So through the prem, through the love, if we serve, Sarva Dharma Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Bhaja Aham Tan Sabba Papebha Mokshasya Me Mahashasya. That means if we would take surrender unto the lotus feet of Lord, then Lord will be, that is only He required. Lord doesn't require anything. Just He will see how much surrender we did it on His lotus feet. So that means that the process is that Mammana Bhava Mat Bhakto Mat Jaji Mang Namaskuru. So just only the four things. With love, Patram Pushpam Phalam Tayam Jome Bhakta Padaschati. That again, with the love, that we must have to offer to Him. That is the surrender. That is the Sharanagati. So through that Sharanagati, we can go back to Golokdam. So for that reason, Srila Prabhupada given assurance to us, it is within a minute. Within a minute, we can go back to Golokdam. Oh, so that is the lesson from Dhruva Maharaj. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to go to when he was in the Jagannath Puri, every day morning he used to listen that Dhruva Maharaj Charitra and Prahlad Maharaj Charitra. These two characters, he used to laugh a lot. And he used to became very, very aesthetic. When Dhruva Maharaj Charitra, he was listened from Gadadhar Pandit, and the Prahlad Maharaj Charitra listened from Gadadhar Pandit. He became very, very aesthetic. So these two characters in Srimad Bhagavatam is most important. That was the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's he used to listen this Dhruva Charitra and Prahlad Charitra. So I am ending in here. So Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam to everybody. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to Dhruva Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Dr. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
We'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day and week ahead. And we'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
He Nrsimha
Jai
Jai
Nrsimha,
Nrsimha
Jai
Jai Jai
Nrsimha, Jai
Nrsimha
Jai Nrsimha,
Praladesha
Praladesha,
Jaya
Jai
Padma
Padma
Mukha
Mukha
Padma
Padma
Bhingam
Bhindam.
Ugravira
Ugravira
Mahavishnu
Mahavishnu
Jalantam
Jalatam
Sarvatomukam
Sarvatom
Nrsimham
Ham
Vishnu
Nasta
Bhadram
Bhishara
Mrityum
Bhadram
Mrityum
Mrityum Mrityum
Namahamyam Nrsimha
Namamam.
Bhagwan ki Jai Prahlad
Jai,
Maharaj ki Jai.
Jai.
Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the Samar Vaishnavas,
Panchakalpatarubhyasya
Sintu
Kripa
Devata Patitanam
Patitanam
Pavanebhyo
Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Namo
Namo Namaha Vaishnavinda ki Jai.
Jai.
Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Srila
Jai.
Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Datta Puji. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna.